Thank you for volunteering at Loudoun Hunger Relief. This video will give you important information about how volunteering works at LHR and the various roles available. At LHR, we depend on our caring and dedicated volunteers to serve the over 800 households we see each week. There are a variety of volunteer roles available in the market and the warehouse. The minimum age to volunteer in any role is 14. Those volunteers between the ages of 14 and 16 have limited roles and must be accompanied by a parent or guardian. You must be at least 21 years old to drive one of our vehicles. Most volunteer roles require that you are able to stand and walk for the majority of your shift. Warehouse roles require that you are able to lift at least 20 pounds. In the market, volunteers play several vital roles. The minimum age to volunteer as a market assistant is 18. This is a great role for volunteers with excellent customer service skills. Your warm and friendly presence will welcome neighbors to the market. Market assistants support neighbors in understanding how the market works, including the flow of shopping, the shopping limits posted on the shelves, and the allergy shelf, which is reserved for those with food allergies. They introduce neighbors to SWAP, supporting wellness at pantries, and ensure that SWAP signs are properly labeled on the shelves. And they help maintain the cleanliness and organization in the market. At the meat counter, volunteers aged 18 and up interact with neighbors in a pleasant and helpful manner. They collect meat tickets and help neighbors choose the correct amount from the meat available on the counter. They stock and restock the meat counter as needed to keep a variety of meats available. They also help maintain food safety and cleanliness in the market. Personal shoppers must be at least 15 years old. This volunteer role requires that you can walk throughout the shift, read English, and make quick decisions about groceries. They select groceries for our neighbors who have curbside appointments using the form provided, which lists what broad categories of food the neighbor requested when they made their appointment. They bring the completed grocery cart outside to the neighbor's car at the assigned curbside parking spot. And they verify the name of the person receiving groceries and return the paperwork to the desk in the market. All volunteers are asked to be flexible in the role they play in the market. For example, if you are signed up to be a personal shopper and there aren't enough curbside appointments, you may be asked to assist in a different role. Volunteers can serve in several roles in our warehouse. Warehouse assistants must be at least 14 years old, be able to stand and walk for their shift, and lift 20 pounds. Warehouse assistants help staff with loading and unloading boxes and pallets of food. They also break down boxes, sort produce and other food, and stock shelves. Donation door volunteers must be at least 18 years old, able to lift 20 pounds, and stand for long periods of time. This is a good role for friendly volunteers who have excellent customer service skills. You will help unload grocery donations from cars and put them into large hampers. You will help weigh the donations and provide receipts to donors. Drivers must be 21 years old, hold a valid Virginia driver's license, and have a clean driving record. Drivers use LHR's vans, not their own cars, and must wear a seatbelt when driving. Cell phone use while driving is strictly prohibited. Drivers pick up grocery store donations and assist staff with unloading them at LHR, so you must be able to help load, unload, and maneuver up to 50 pounds. Loudoun volunteer caregiver packers must be at least 15 years old, able to read English, and lift 20 pounds. These volunteers read individual grocery preference lists and pick groceries accordingly. The packed groceries will be picked up by LVC volunteers and delivered to the homes of seniors and adults with disabilities in our community. The volunteer dress code at LHR is practical. To ensure a comfortable, professional, and safe environment for all, we ask that everyone dress appropriately for their role. Warehouse volunteers should wear closed-toed shoes and clothing suitable for movement and safety. Market volunteers should dress in a way that is both professional and welcoming. And clothing for all volunteers should not be too revealing and should be free of offensive language or images. Important notes about volunteering at LHR. All neighbors, volunteers, and staff must be treated with patience and respect. If you have a difficult conversation, please ask a staff member for support. Adherence to confidentiality is critical. Do not share any neighbor information with
Punctual
anyone
and regular
outside of
attendance is
LHR.
essential. In the event of an unscheduled absence, please call or email LHR as soon as possible. And please let the volunteer coordinator know of any scheduled absences, such as a vacation or schedule changes, as far in advance as possible so that another volunteer can sign up. As a volunteer at LHR, your primary goals are to stay focused on what's best for our neighbors in need. To share your positive and friendly attitude, it's contagious. And to be a willing helper. Our neighbors in need often don't know how LHR works, and your support makes a big difference. Once you've completed your training and orientation quiz online, you will get an email letting you know the whole calendar on our volunteer website is open to you. LHR uses Volunteer Hub to sign up for volunteer shifts. Once you log in using your username and password, you will find the Loudoun Hunger Relief volunteer calendar. Find a volunteer role that you are interested in and a shift that works with your schedule. Click on the shift and you will see how many slots are available for that date and time. For example, you can see here there are 2 slots remaining. You can then click Sign Up and it will indicate that registration is complete. If a shift you would like to volunteer for is full, please sign up for the waitlist. If someone from that shift cancels, you will automatically be added to the shift, so please make a note of it. For example, you want to sign up to be a morning personal shopper, but instead of sign up, it says join waitlist. By clicking join waitlist, you will be the backup in case of volunteer cancellation, which can happen at any time and on short notice due to illness or other last-minute changes. Once you join the waitlist, you will receive an email saying event registration waitlisted. If someone cancels that shift, you will receive an email stating event registration is complete. This means you are automatically added to the shift you are waitlisted for. Check your email often and make note in your calendar of the possible shift if you are on the wait list, because cancellations can happen at any time and volunteering is vital to LHR's operations. In cases of weather-related or emergency closures of Loudoun Hunger Relief, you will receive an email and there will be a notice posted on the LHR website. Before your shift, please make note of your start time and plan to arrive early to park and check in. When you arrive, please park your vehicle along the back of the parking lot to the left of the dumpsters. Do not park in spots marked for LHR curbside pickup. Enter through the door marked volunteer and staff entrance. The door should be open 10 minutes before your shift. If not, ring the doorbell and someone will let you in.
When you enter the building, the volunteer lounge is on your left. You'll find lockers to put your things in, as well as snacks and drinks for volunteers. Please sign in on the iPad on the desk and print out your name tag. The staff member assigned to your shift will show you where to go next.